shield. The difference between grounding and centering can be useful to appreciate and to understand, but then also to be able to apply it and use it daily in just regular life. So grounding tends to be a practice that we can do when it's in the present moment and we feel that we're becoming off balance, unstable, disoriented, moving in toward overwhelm. Those are moments when the grounding practices can be accessed and used, as well as any other time throughout the day. Whereas centering can be more of a practice of bringing in emotional stability and equanimity, a sense of balance. Maybe a little bit of a deeper practice, maybe the type of practice that is useful once grounding has been engaged with. Or even noticing that grounding might take us to a place where we recognize that maybe centering is not called for right now, maybe not yet. Maybe a little bit later, because through the centering practices and processes, we can start to put meaning to our experiences, whatever they might be. Where grounding just allows us to find that meaning. It brings us into a space of solidness, of stability. I'm going to walk us through 3 different grounding practices and techniques that can be done anywhere. And the more creative that we get with our grounding practices, the more accessible they are when we do find that they're going to be useful. So the first one is simply finding the feet settled in on the ground, onto the earth. And if that's not useful or not practical, finding the body setting in a settled position, settling into the earth, feeling the solidness of the earth underneath us. Right here I'm sitting at a cement picnic table, and the cement picnic table is placed right on the dirt underneath it. And there is a sense of solidness, of support that the earth can lend to the body. And it can be that simple, of noticing the support, the solidness under the body, under the feet, within martial arts practices, within sports, within yoga, and many other practices. Nothing can happen until the feet are solid underneath the body to give the body support for movement, for being steady, for being still. So grounding can help us do that in those sorts of ways. The second grounding practice then is drawing awareness out away from the body, out into the environment around us. In an outdoor environment like I'm sitting in now, maybe looking around the environment at shapes, colors, textures, specifically looking for specific objects. In this case, looking for a tree if one is visible. There aren't many trees available in this environment, but there's plenty of bushes, there's other sorts of plants, there's rock structures and dirt and various animals and insects moving about. Or indoors, looking around the indoor space. If in a room, checking out the environment around you for specific shapes and colors and textures. Or simply bringing it all in through the eye senses, the sense of sight. That starts to pull us into that I'm here now. And when might this kind of a practice be useful? It could be at such times when a sense of feeling not connected with the body might be showing up. So this has a way of, with awareness, moving outside the body, then back to the body. Similarly, with the first grounding technique of the body's here, the self is inside the body, the knower, the observer, the one that is aware, and it's settled in with the earth. Then the third one is using the sense of touch, the sensations that come up through the skin. I happen to be outdoors right now. There's a breeze blowing. I can feel the breeze blowing across the skin, feeling the sensations of clothing on the skin, The sensations of the body pressing into whatever it's pressing into, whether it's sitting in a chair, on a hard bench like I'm sitting on, whether it's standing, feeling the pressure of the feet enveloped by shoes or sandals or bare feet onto the ground. The touch sensations, the various aspects of touch, pressure, temperature, tingling, itching, tickling. There's all sorts of sensations that come in through the skin that we can draw our awareness to as a way of settling and grounding us, so that we can then move on and engage with whatever it is that's being called for to engage with. Oftentimes in my previous law enforcement practices, the career that I had for almost 30 years, grounding techniques would be a great way to come back and collect everything emotionally after a hard call. Might be climbing into the police car, settling into the front seat, sitting behind the steering wheel and just feeling the body in the seat, feeling the steering wheel, feeling the engine in the car doing what it was doing. Staying connected with the self so that whatever was going on out on the scene might not get left there. Any of us can do that. If you drive a car, if you have a car or a truck or a vehicle, when you climb into it, using the touch sensations, the sight sensations, the settling in and feeling gravity pulling down into the bench seat of the car or the bucket seat of the car, feeling the vibrations coming up when the engine starts, whether it's an electric engine or one that uses carbon fuels. We can pull that information in to keep us connected to that present moment. And then as movement starts in the vehicle, trains, planes, any other form of transportation, we can ground ourselves there also. So it doesn't have to be something stable and steady like this cement table or anywhere else. We can do it anywhere. Because in essence what it is we're bringing our attention back to the body and settling in to the environment that the body's in, whether it's looking out around us, the sensations of what's going on around us, or simply the sense of the support and the solidness that the earth provides for us. And that's it, pretty quick. Three different ways. There are others. It's probably about as many as you can be curious as to explore, but in essence, it's bringing awareness to what's here now in a way that can be free from harm, can generate a sense of safety, whether it's safe or not. And I draw that distinction. In another video, I'll talk about maybe a little bit we'll start teasing out the differences between safety and safe and being free from harm. So until the next one, I wish you well. May we all continue to engage with the hard things with courage and strength of heart, making the world just a little bit better.